As promised in my last review, I gave My Dress Up Darling a watch, and despite the synopsis being pretty bland, I'm happy to say it was actually good. I was really worried that this was gonna be one of those things where we just like how the main girl looks, so we ship her with whoever and call the anime good because of it. Cause that happens too often in both anime and live action. But that is not the case. It is true that Marin is rightfully crowned the best girl of the season, but there are a lot more reasons to watch My Dress Up Darling, and we'll get into that. But first, a quick synopsis. Gojo, our protagonist, is a high school student and an apprentice in making Hina dolls, which are dolls created mainly to be used in a Japanese holiday called Hinamatsuri. Gojo dedicates his life to creating these dolls, so much so that he misses out on a lot of socializing opportunities, because he thinks that people would think that he's weird if they find out that he likes creating creepy looking dolls. That is until a girl quite literally drops into his life. Side note, how did this happen? And this should have killed her. Marin, the girl with the fatal concussion, likes cosplaying, and Gojo likes making dolls, including the doll dresses. It's a match made in heaven. That will expand Gojo's world and life. Now this show at its core is about the finer details in the world of cosplaying and to a lesser extent dressmaking. It's actually an obscure sports/hobby anime like Chihaya Furu and Haikyuu, and honestly, who would ever think that anyone would love an anime about volleyball, which I guess is kind of the point, right? These type of animes really give you an appreciation of how much hard work and love goes into these obscure hobbies. And in the case of My Dress Up Darling, the best episodes, in my opinion, are the ones where they finish the dresses and take pictures, which is something I never thought I would ever say. The animation and art style kind of threw me off in a good way. There are a lot of backgrounds that seem like highly edited real photos, which makes sense since the locations correspond with real locations. You just know that some fan is gonna go visit all those places. And sometimes the animation of the characters looked like VTubers, which worked well enough but still felt kinda weird. And of course, there is Marin. As I said before, this anime has a lot to offer, but most people come and stay for Marin. And I get it, she is a very outgoing character, and she isn't tainted by the tired tropes of other characters in romance animes. For instance, it doesn't take her 7,000 episodes of side-eyeing a person and getting into hilarious mishaps before she realizes that she actually likes that person and she's the one to pursue that romance. Her affection seems more organic than in other romance animes. But what I think is the most important thing that Marin brings to the story and to Gojo's life is the lesson that you should not be afraid to invest in your hobbies, no matter how weird, as long as it doesn't hurt you or anyone else. Now, is My Dress Up Darling overhyped? Most definitely. But which popular anime isn't? It's just the nature of the community.
Also, One Piece is a great story ever written.
In the end, My Dress Up Darling is dressed for success.